Hi and welcome in this video from Teach Me How to Trade Forex and Binary Option. My name is Damien Levy. Good morning everyone. In this video we are the 10 May 2019 and we will analyze the result of the profile, we are Friday, of the profile from Monday 6 May 2019. So I am in the Windows Explorer. This is my profile folder where there is my MetaTrader 4 profile for the week, the one that I publish every week, and I will unzip, I clean it, and I will unzip the profile from Monday. Here it is. So as you can see, there is 6 profile with different currency. This is the lines of the week. Second, I have an Excel worksheet and I have 2 reward computation and 3 reward computation. So I will count the number of win, putting a 1 here every time we have a win, and every time we have a loss I will put a 1 here. And at the end we need to multiply by the size. I advise 2% per trade, so I will need to multiply by 2 the results that we will get at the end right here. Let's start. Let's open my MetaTrader 4 and we will start from Monday and check at the result. We are talking today about the pending orders. Taking a trade outside the envelope, using the 3-time ADR as a stop loss, and taking 2 reward, and actually I prefer to take 3 rewards since it reached 3 reward nearly all the time. So we will start by Australian dollar pairs, and let's start by odd USD. So those are my lines. Monday was right here, and as you can see nothing touched. It was outside the envelope, but I have no level here, so I didn't take any trade. So for us, odd USD, no trade. Now we have odd CAD. Odd CAD touched the envelope exactly on Monday, and my level was little above inside the envelope, so we wouldn't have taken a trade right here either. Odd CHF or odd CHF, we have 1 trade, this specific one. So let me zoom in. So on Monday, this was the candle of Monday, there was a very big gap, and during this gap it reached my lines, and I will go on the 1-hour chart to verify every value, which will be easier to check. See, so this is Monday. So the price reached maximum 12 pips and our stop loss would have been 14 pips, as you can see right here. So our entry is the yellow line, 14 pips stop loss, even one pips more, so it would have been like 15 to 16 pips, and the reward 3 reward, which means 16, 48 pips. So touch 45, 46, and after touch made 80 pips actually. So it win 2 reward and it win 3 reward. So I count it. This one is a winning trade. Now let's look at this day. It was outside the envelope but didn't touch my line, so we don't count it. Let's look at this specific one. During the news, get out of the envelope on odd New Zealand, and I had a line right here and it breaks this one, so we have 1 loss right here. Count it. Know the trade. We are in an uptrend, as you know, so we might have taken a trade when the price is nearly inside the envelope, since this one is going up based on the strategy that I teach. But for the sake of this specific counting, I will count only outside the envelope. So now let's look at odd JPY. So odd JPY was outside the envelope. This one we have 1 losing trade, and this one nearly touched, but it was very extended and reject. So we have 1 loss right here. Count it. And what happened during the rest of the week? Cross the envelope but didn't touch this line, so this one is not countable either. So let's go on odd Singapore. Odd Singapore, no line touch. Euro odd. So euro odd on Monday it touched this, but it didn't touch our line, so it's a losing. No, it's not. It's a no trade. After that, we have a line outside the envelope right here, yesterday, and our stop loss is 27. Let's check the chart. So we would have taken this specific line. It made 14 pips outside the line, so we are still on the trade. And tonight, and it made already 99 pips, which is 3 rewards, so this one is a win. So we have 2 win, 2 loss, but with 3 reward, which makes 6 win and 2 loss. Now let's look at GBP. So GBP, we have this level from Monday, and I would have taken this one. It's a loss, but during the spike of the open of Monday, so since we couldn't place any trade before the opening of the trade, I think I would have placed this one. And you can count it as a loss, I don't mind, but I win this specific trade because after it never came back to 40 pips. It made 35, so this trade is a winning one. So I count it 1 loss, 1 win to make the worst case scenario possible. That's it for Australian dollar pairs. Let's go to Canada. So CAD CHF on the 5 previous day it went out, but it didn't touch our line, so we don't have any trade on CAD CHF. Now let's look at CAD JPY. CAD JPY, we have a nice trade on Monday, opening of the market. Touch our line outside the envelope. It made only 9 pips, and our stop loss is 16. And it made 70, so we made 2 and 3 reward. 1 winning trade. So far 4 winning times 3, so 12 winning size and 3 losses. Now let's look at the rest of the week. So on Monday right here, I will zoom in. On Monday right here, this candle was a very huge winning one, and after the price stay within the envelope, we have this eventually trade at this level. Check. We can count this one as a losing one if you want, I don't mind. Actually no, because it didn't touch the day it was outside the envelope, and the other day it was inside the envelope, so we wouldn't have taken this specific trade. It didn't touch right here, it touched right here, but the line was inside the envelope at this specific time, so we don't take any trade, and that's it for this specific pair. Now let's look at CHF JPY. So CHF JPY is very nice. Monday opening a gap like the other one. 17 pips stop loss. We would have taken 7 eventually. Yeah, so maybe we can count 1 win, 1 loss for this one. No, actually I need to count it only 1 loss because it didn't make 3 reward. It made 2. So I will count it as a loss to be worst case scenario for this one. It's not a big deal. Oh, actually sorry, during the opening of the market it touched this line also. So 1 loss here, and after here it made 40, 46. No, it's not 3 reward, it's 2 reward. Okay, so I count it as a loss anyway. So we have 1 loss, and let's go to the next. So this one is a losing trade also, and this one, as you can see, is a very nice winning trade. 18 pips stop loss, and it made 60 already. So we have well, on this specific pair, 1 loss, 2 loss. We can count on the worst case scenario 3 losses, but I admit sincerely, if you get 2 reward, you will put your stop loss to break even, so you will not lose any trade. But as I said, worst case scenario. So I will count this one 3 losses and 1 win, of course. And 3 rewards, the win recover all the losses, which is very nice. Now let's go on CHF Singapore. So this one touched yesterday, so the stop loss would have been 20 pips, and it made 14 maximum, and it made 60 pips, which make it 3 times. So we have 3 reward, it's a winning trade. Now let's look at Singapore JPY. So Singapore JPY, we have this specific trade yesterday. Yep. Stop loss would have been 14 pips. It made only 12. and it made 46, which is 3 times reward, so another win. Now let's look at gold. Yep, let's look at gold. So gold, we have this specific one, but it was inside the envelope, this trend line touch, but the price was inside the envelope, so we didn't take any trade. Now let's go to euro. Euro USD, nothing touch outside the envelope this week. This one yesterday, EuroCAD, touch exactly outside the envelope, our line. Our stop loss would have been 22, so 66, and it made 77, so we have more than 3 reward. It's a good winning trade. One more. Now Euro CHF for the week, nothing touch. Euro New Zealand. Our Euro New Zealand during the news, since it's during the news, you will not have taken this specific thick yellow line, but you would have taken this one. And the stop loss would have been 30 pips, and it made 20 pips, and after it made 150. So this is a very nice winning during the news. Right here. And outside the news there is this level, but it was inside the envelope, so I would not have taken it. But even this level, just touching the envelope, made 60, so we have 2 reward right now. It might made 3 during the day, but we don't count it anyway. Now Euro JPY. So Euro JPY on Monday during the gap, 23 pips, and it made 26, so we have 1 losing trade, and this one is quite clear. It made 16 pips at worst, and it made 90 pips, so as you can see. So the one from Monday was a losing trade, and this one was a very nice winning trade. So 1 win, 1 loss. Now let's go on Euro Singapore. Euro Singapore, nothing touch outside the envelope. So let's go on GBP pairs now. So GBP pair, I am on Euro GBP right here, but will not take it. It was at the limit of the envelope. GBP USD watt at the envelope on Friday, but didn't touch. I took this one, as you can see, following my strategy, inside the envelope, very strong level, but we don't count it anyway. No, nothing touch outside the envelope. GBP CAD touch the envelope exactly, and after reverse, but no line here. JBP JPY, all was inside the envelope, and it didn't reach this level. GBP New Zealand. GBP New Zealand touched exactly my line. Let's check on the 1 hour chart. Yeah. It made 3 pips out, and after it made 300 pips. Wow. So the stop loss would have been 40, so this one is a winning trade. One more. Now let's look at GBP Singapore. Didn't touch outside the envelope this week. 5 last candle. And about Euro GBP, it's a level that I found during the week. It was not on the profile, and the rest was inside the envelope, so we didn't take. Now let's go on New Zealand. New Zealand was the pair where there was the news this week. We'll start with the New Zealand USD, so it didn't touch outside the envelope. New Zealand CAD, let me check. It just touched the line, but I will not count it because it was very borderline. Might not have triggered it. But as you can see, this one rejected like it's a beauty. Like 90 pips, and with a stop loss of 16. Awesome. New Zealand CHF, this one touched actually. This one touched and made very nice profit. It made 6 pips, so this one you would have been in, obviously. And it made 64, and the stop loss would have been 14, so it made the 3. It's a winning trade. Now let's look at NZD-JPY. So NZD-JPY on Monday, what happened on Monday? On Monday it touched our level and made 54 54, 18. It made 2 rewards, sure. But didn't make 3, so I will not count this one. And after, so this one was at the envelope, so I would not have taken it. I will take this level specifically. So what happened there? Okay, so this level, it's borderline 20 pips. The spike during the news. I can count it as a loss, so we take the worst case scenario. But as you can see, this was a spike during the news, and the second one, when it touched right here, exactly outside the news, worked, and it made 70, which is a 3-time ADR, so this one is a win anyway. I would have taken it because of the spike. So New Zealand pair, we are good, so we have 1 loss, 1 win, and let's go on the last profile, USD pair. So USD pair, USD Singapore, nothing touched during the last 5 days. USD CHF touch at the envelope, we are in an uptrend, so it's a nice trade, but it's not finished. It made only 5 pips against it, and it made 30, so we have 2 reward right now. I will not count it since we don't know yet if it will make 3 reward. Now let's look at USD JPY, and let's look at the 1 hour chart from Monday. So from Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday is our white line, it touched, it made 11 pips, our stop loss would have been 17, and it should make like 40-50 pips. It made 55, so this one is a winning trade. One more winning. Then let's see what happens. So on Monday, show me that. So this was the Monday trade, very nice one. After this one breaks the envelope, touch my line right here, and after we have this one, but it's inside the envelope, so we have only the second line. So what happened? So the second line is this one, this specific one, and it made only 30 pips, so I will count it as a loss because it didn't even make the 2 reward, and the other one was inside the envelope, so we have 1 loss on this specific chart. Now USD CAD didn't touch anything. Okay, so let's look together. As I told you previously, I am very interested in the 3 reward because seriously, the 2 reward and 3 reward, most of the time 95% it makes 3, so aside of taking 2, I take 3 anyway. My sell is okay, perfect, so we don't need this one. 66% on the week, so let me check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losing trade, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 win and 9 loss. So 14 times 3 equal 42. Yeah, 42 minus 9, 33. So the counter here is right. 33 reward overall. Profit, so times 2%, we have 66% profit on the week using this specific strategy, taking 3 reward and using 2%. If you take only 2 reward, you will get 14 times 2, 28 minus 9, 19, so it will be 38% profit if you take only 2 reward. That's it. This was the profile for the current week, and it shows you how much money you can make on a single week using pending order and my lines outside the envelope using this specific profile. We are already at the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and share and join us on Facebook. The links are below the video. Comment if you want me to do a video on a specific topic about trading. And if you need a quality broker, I recommend IC Market, and my link is below if you need. I have tested a lot of brokers in the past for Forex, and IC Market is a true ECN broker regulated in Australia, and the one that I personally use and the best we have found so far, with very good condition to trade. I publish video every week, so subscribe to my channel to be updated. I wish you all the best. Bye!